I'm Dr. Lavanya, yoga expert. Today my topic is yoga, a winning strategy to COVID-19. Yoga, a boon to mankind. Yoga is an ancient practice helps to attain physical, mental, social and spiritual well-being by harmonizing body and mind. It regenerates the body and promote positive health. It provides mental stability and you can mastery over your mind. It elevates symptoms during clinical conditions and aids speedy recovery. And it have the potential to give longevity and high quality of life also. COVID-19. Today it is a desperate struggle to all of us. The novel coronavirus is one of the causes of respiratory infections that can spread to other people through respiratory particles. Symptoms such as fever, dry cough, shortness of breath, anorexia, fatigue, and sore throat is presented in patients, which leads to a serious lung inflammation or injury, acute respiratory distress syndrome, cardiac and renal injury. How your immune responds to in respiratory infection. Respiratory system is always in trouble of pathogens. When the body is invaded by a virus, a chain reaction of cellular activity in the immune system will get activated. Macrophages or other innate immune cells such as basophils, dendritic cells or neutrophils may be deployed to attack the invading pathogen. But sometimes when the body needs a more sophisticated attack, it turns to T cells and B cells. How does stress affect the immune response? When we are in acute stress, the immune response is suppressed and makes a person more vulnerable to infectious diseases like COVID-19. When there is a chronic stress, the adaptive immune system will get suppressed due to continuous high level of stress hormone secreted in the body due to this chronic stress. This reduces the antibodies production and makes a person more susceptible to COVID-19 and their severe complications too. Chronic stress also exacerbates immune response and makes immune dysregulation, leads to lung inflammation and even injury. Stress-induced immune dysregulation. Stress influences the immune response presumably through the activation of many axes. Number 1. Hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis and the sympathetic adrenal medullary system. Various neurotransmitters, neuropeptides, hormones and cytokines mediate these complex bidirectional interactions between the central nervous system and the immune system. The effect of stress on the immune responses result in alteration in the number of immune cells and cytokine dysregulation and form cytokine storm. Immune dysregulation in COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2 virus clearance and resolution of infection requires a complex and multifaceted response. The antiviral immune response represents a balancing act between the elimination of virus and immune-mediated pulmonary injury. But in COVID-19, the balance between the virus elimination and immune response totally get altered and cause cell-mediated inflammation in several organs. Several infection-related biomarkers and inflammatory cytokines like interleukin-2, interleukin-6, interleukin-8, interleukin-10 and tumor necrosis factor alpha were elevated. Lymphocytes counts get reduced with higher leukocytes counts. The number of suppressor T cells and regulator T cells is decreased. The percentage memory helper T cells decreased in severe cases. This imbalanced antiviral immune response on SARS-CoV-2 creates immune-mediated inflammation and injuries in lungs, cause pneumonia and myocarditis in heart and viral encephalitis in brain, etc. Yogasanam, a divinely act. There are actually many steps in doing yoga. Number one is Yamam, Niyamam, Asanam, Pranayamam, Pratyagaram, Dharanai, Dhyanam, Samadhi. The third step in this is Yogasanam. It is a stretching exercise synchronized with breathing, doing in a slow and steady manner according to the individual's own capacity, followed with complete relaxation with relaxation techniques, relaxation postures like Savasanam and Makrasanam. It gives movement to the body parts and stretch, awareness of body parts, increase circulation, drain lymph, calms your mind and improves digestive fire, helps to absorb more vitamins and minerals and release depression. Yogasanam takes several paths to reduce stress and aids to boost and regulate immune response to virus. Yogasanam, a immune regulator. It reduces stress hormones. It increases serotonin, dopamine and endorphin. It activates mitochondrial biogenesis. Yogasanam. How it reduces stress hormones? The connection between the hypothalamus, pituitary and adrenal glands forms the backbone of body's stress response system. As part of body's fight or flight response, the sympathetic nervous system gets stimulated and cortisol is released during stressful times. Yoga has been shown to decrease cortisol and adrenaline, the main stress hormones. Yogasanam, a way to bliss. Dopamine helps to feel pleasure, satisfaction and motivation. Serotonin controls mood and makes sink in happiness. Endorphins play a major role in the body's inhibitory response to pain signals and act as a natural painkiller. Endorphin blocks GABA. This inhibition of GABA increases the production and release of dopamine. Serotonin, dopamine and endorphin play a role in having positive, happy, blissful mood and which are all can be boosted by yogasanam and dynamic exercises like Surya Namaskar. Mitochondrial dysfunction. It's a real challenge in COVID-19. Mitochondrial dysfunction is caused by diminished mitochondrial content or mitochondrial activity. Mitochondria is the important cell organelle which is necessary for immune cells to fulfill its specific role both in innate and adaptive immune system. Persons with mitochondrial dysfunction are unable to combat against SARS-CoV-2 and get easily infected and proceed to complicated state due to the incomplete work of immune cells without mitochondria. Since mitochondria dysfunction is one of the major cause of metabolic syndrome like diabetes mellitus and dyslipidemia, they are very vulnerable to morbidity and mortality in COVID-19. These patients with metabolic syndrome or deficit in mitochondrial dysfunction. So, mitochondrial dysfunction is one of the cause for improper immune response. The metabolic syndrome patients are very vulnerable to affected by COVID-19. Mitochondria immune regulation assister. It assists the immune regulation by macrophage polarization and function. Mitochondria signals to innate and adaptive immunity, it also helps in the production of T cell formation. Yogasanam, a way of mitochondrial biogenesis. While doing asanas, the muscle gets stretched, which stimulates the somatosensory mechanoreceptors in skin. It converts this mechanical stimulation of the skin into electrical signals or chemical signals to produce adaptations within the cell called mechanotransduction. In this mechanotransduction, PGC1 alpha, a key regulator of energy metabolism, will be increased. Such increased PGC1 alpha stimulates mitochondrial biogenesis, which deplete the mitochondria dysfunction and give more potential to fight against infectious diseases. How a breathing exercise can be a detoxifier. Breathing exercise is nothing but the combination of skeletal muscle motion, especially in chest region, with deep respiration. Skeletal muscle motion is considered a major pump for the lymphatic system, and deep breathing is equally important. Then the both functions support the flow of lymphatic system. Motion of lymphatic fluid within the large lymph vessels is not constant, and it is clearly depend upon the respiration what we do. Deep diaphragmatic breathing stimulates the cleansing of lymph system by creating a vacuum effect. So, practicing breathing exercise improves the lymphatic drainage and detoxify the body during the infectious state of COVID-19. Thereby, it elevates the symptoms and aids speedy recovery. Inflammation, a culprit in COVID-19. It is a major problem in COVID-19. How it happens? Macrophages, a innate immune cells that sense and respond to microbial threat, any microbes, by producing inflammatory molecules that eliminate pathogens and promote tissue repair. However, a dysregulated macrophage response can be damaging to the host infected with SARS-CoV-2 by hyperinflammation. This hyperinflammatory response induced by SARS-CoV-2 is a major cause of disease severity and death in infected patients. Development of severe disease does not seem to be slowly related to viral load and could involve a defective interferon response with high levels of circulating cytokines, profound lymphopenia, and substantial mononuclear cell infiltration in the lungs, heart, spleen, lymph nodes, and kidney. Vagal nerve, a potent anti-inflammatory. Vagal nerve shows the anti-inflammatory effect through many signals. Anti-inflammatory hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, cholinergic anti-inflammatory pathway, and splenic sympathetic anti-inflammatory pathway. Brahmari and Nadhanusandhana, it increased the vagal tone, a life-saving god. They are manipulated breathing practices. They formulated as inhalation with long, slow, continuous exhalation with chanting sounds like honeybee sound, ah, oo, im sounds. By prolonging exhalation, it reflects in heart rate variability. It increases heart rate variability that shows vagal tone is get raised by respiratory vagal nerve stimulation. Being vagus nerve possesses anti-inflammatory property, inflammation will be reduced and controls pneumonia, myocarditis, and viral encephalitis. acute respiratory distress syndrome, and silent hypoxia. The major components of the host response to this acute viral infection cause inflammation, leads to acute lung injury or severe acute respiratory syndrome. The coronavirus affects the air sacs and causes pneumonia, which leads to impairment in the diffusion of oxygen through its membrane, cause dangerously low levels of oxygen with blood oxygen saturation levels as low as 50%, which can result in further tissue damage in various organs including the lungs, heart, liver, kidney and brain. Pranayamam. Sectional breathing is one of the pranayamam technique. It is well regulated and attentively guided slow and deep breathing pattern by doing voluntarily expanding abdominal muscles and intercostal muscles with raised shoulders. It aids to fill maximum part of lungs. This practice now helpful in the condition of hypoxia. It increases oxygen filling capacity of lungs. Slow breathing reduces the stress by switch on the parasympathetic dominance. Being stress get relieved, oxygen need in the body get reduced. Depression and cognitive impairment. The COVID-19 pandemic is a significant source of psychological distress globally due to quarantine and viral attack in brain cause depression and cognitive impairment respectively. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor is involved in inflammation, immunity, mood regulation, stress response and metabolism. Decreased BDNF levels have been associated with psychiatric and neurological disorders including anxiety, depression and Alzheimer's disease. After practicing yoga, it was shown that BDNF is increased threefold and provide antidepressant activity. Yes, you can achieve high quality of life through yoga by stabilize and relax the body, enhance mental acuity and tranquility, positively handling the pandemic situation, building strength, self-improvement, healthy longevity and even enlightenment. Yoga module for COVID-19, some breathing exercises like hands in and out breathing, hand stretch breathing, ankle stretch breathing, tiger breathing, rabbit breathing, dog breathing, Seshangasana breathing, straight leg raising breathing and Bhujangasana breathing. Asanas, the COVID-19 patient can do Ardha Kati Chakrasana, Padahastasana, Ardha Chakrasana and Vakrasana. Pranayamam, sectional breathing, Anadi Shuddhi Pranayamam and Brahmari and Nadhanusandhanam. Take home message. Yoga can strengthen your immune system and it is your best personal survival tool. It provides high quality of life with long-term help. Thank you.